What if 40 minutes could rewire your mind to conquer stress, embrace challenges, and unlock a life of unshakable calm? That's not a pipe dream. It's the promise of Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that's about to become your secret weapon. Welcome to Daily Stoic Habits, where we're diving headfirst into practical wisdom to transform how you live, think, and thrive. Picture yourself standing firm in the middle of life's chaos, deadlines piling up, expectations weighing heavy, yet your mind is clear, your heart steady. That's the power Stoicism offers, forged over 2,000 years ago by legends like Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca, and still razor-sharp for today's world. In this 40-minute journey, we're unpacking Stoicism's core principles to show you how to take charge of your reactions, find peace in the toughest moments, and build a life that's not just lived but truly mastered. We're talking real tools here. How to set boundaries without guilt, turn setbacks into stepping stones, and cultivate a mental fortress that no storm can shake. Ever wonder how some people stay cool under pressure while others crumble? Stoicism holds the answer, teaching you to focus on what you can control and let go of what you can't. It's not about escaping life's challenges. It's about facing them with grit, clarity, and purpose. This video is your guide to breaking free from anxiety, indecision, and overwhelm. Whether you're grinding through a demanding job, balancing family pressures, or just searching for a spark of meaning, these time-tested strategies will light the way. We'll explore how to say no with confidence, reframe obstacles as opportunities, and live each day with intention. No fluff, no hype, just practical steps you can start using today to feel stronger, think sharper, and live better. So, hit that subscribe button for daily Stoic habits. Tap the bell for notifications and join our growing community of modern Stoics ready to take control of their lives. You're ready to dive into Stoicism, but what exactly is it? Let's peel back the layers of this ancient philosophy that's been guiding people through life's storms for over 2,000 years. Born in the bustling streets of Athens, Stoicism isn't some dusty textbook theory. It's a living, breathing mindset designed to help you thrive no matter what chaos life throws your way. Think of it as a mental blueprint, crafted by brilliant minds like Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca, to keep you grounded when the world feels like it's spinning out of control. These weren't ivory tower philosophers. They were real people, emperors, slaves, teachers who faced betrayal, loss, and uncertainty, yet found a way to stay calm and purposeful. Their secret? A laser focus on what you can control, and a fearless acceptance of what you can't. Stoicism kicked off around 300 BCE with Zeno of Citium, a merchant who lost everything in a shipwreck. Instead of wallowing, Zeno rebuilt his life by studying philosophy, founding Stoicism in a public porch, hence the name Stoa, meaning porch. From there, it spread across Greece and Rome, shaping lives through practical wisdom. Fast forward to today, and it's no surprise why Stoicism's having a comeback. Ever feel like you're drowning in notifications, deadlines, or endless to-do lists? Stoicism cuts through that noise, offering clarity in a world obsessed with distraction. It's not about escaping problems, but facing them head-on with a cool head and a steady heart. At its core, Stoicism hinges on one game-changing idea. You can't control the world, but you can control how you respond. Lost your job? Someone cut you off in traffic, plans fell apart? Those are externals, outside your power. But your thoughts, your attitude, your actions, those are yours to command. Epictetus, a former slave turned philosopher, nailed it when he said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This principle is like a mental shield, protecting you from life's curveballs. Instead of spiraling into frustration, you pause, reflect, and choose a response that aligns with your values. Sounds simple, but it's a superpower once you practice. Another cornerstone is the Stoic belief in virtue as the path to a good life. Virtue in Stoic terms means wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, qualities that make you a better human, no matter your circumstances. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor who juggled ruling an empire with daily journaling, wrote, "If it's not right, don't do it. If it's not true, don't say it." That's Stoicism in action, living with integrity even when no one's watching. It's not about chasing fame or wealth, but about being the kind of person you respect in the mirror. Imagine waking up each day knowing your actions reflect your deepest principles. How freeing would that feel? Stoicism also teaches you to embrace what's inevitable. Death, change, setbacks. They're part of the deal. Seneca, a statesman who faced exile and betrayal, urged us to see these as natural, not evil. Why waste energy fighting what you can't change? Instead, lean into it with grace. Lost a loved one? It hurts, but Stoicism reminds you to cherish the time you had and keep living fully. This isn't cold detachment. It's about finding strength to carry on without being crushed by grief. By accepting life's impermanence, you free yourself to focus on what's here, now. Why does this matter today? Because life's relentless. Bills stack up, relationships get messy, and the future feels like a gamble. Stoicism hands you a roadmap to navigate it all without losing your cool. It's not about becoming an emotionless robot. Stoics felt joy, love, and pain like anyone else. The difference? They didn't let those feelings hijack their decisions. They trained their minds to stay steady, like a lighthouse in a storm. Ever notice how some people seem to handle crises with unshakable calm? That's Stoicism at work, and you can learn it too. The beauty of Stoicism lies in its simplicity. You don't need a PhD or a meditation retreat to get started. It's practical, down to earth, and fits into your daily grind. Whether you're stuck in traffic or facing a tough conversation, Stoic principles help you pause, reframe, and act with purpose. Over time, these small choices stack up, reshaping how you see yourself and the world. What if every challenge became a chance to grow stronger? That's the Stoic mindset, and it's within your reach. As we move forward, we'll dig into the nitty-gritty, specific strategies to apply Stoicism in your life, from setting boundaries to turning obstacles into wins. Let's explore how to make this ancient wisdom your own, starting with practical steps you can use today. Setting healthy boundaries. Ever feel like you're burning out trying to be everything for everyone? That's where Stoicism steps in, teaching you to set boundaries that protect your peace without guilt. Picture yourself as a gardener tending a vibrant plot. Your energy, time, and well-being are the soil. If you keep giving it away, your garden wilts. Stoicism with wisdom from Marcus Aurelius reminds you that self-care isn't selfish. It's your first duty. Without a thriving garden, you can't share your harvest with others. Here's the deal. Saying no doesn't make you cold. It makes you strong. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." That power starts with guarding your resources. Think about a time you agreed to help a friend move even though your schedule was packed. You showed up exhausted, maybe even resentful. Stoicism flips that script. It asks you to pause and weigh the cost. Will this drain you to the point of breaking? If so, a polite no isn't just okay, it's essential. It's like putting on your oxygen mask first before helping others on a plane. Setting boundaries means knowing your limits and honoring them. Take Sarah, a busy mom who always said yes to school events, work favors, and family demands. She was running on fumes, her own needs buried under everyone else's. Then she tried a Stoic approach. She started asking, "Does this align with my priorities?" She began declining non-essential requests, carving out time for herself, a morning walk, a quiet coffee. Her garden bloomed again, and she had more energy for the people she loved. That's the Stoic way. Give generously, but not at the expense of your own roots. This isn't about building walls, it's about drawing lines in the sand that say, "This is my space." You're not shutting people out. You're ensuring you can show up as your best self. Start small. Next time someone asks for a favor, take a beat. Ask yourself, can I do this without sacrificing my well-being? If the answer's no, practice a kind but firm refusal. Over time, you'll feel lighter, more in control. Why let your energy leak away when you can channel it into what truly matters? Now that you're guarding your garden, let's explore another Stoic gem, giving without expecting anything in return. It's a game changer for your peace of mind. Giving without expectation. What if you could give freely and still keep your heart whole? Stoicism teaches you to offer kindness without tying strings to it, a principle Epictetus championed. He said, focus on your actions, not their outcomes. When you help someone, expecting gratitude or payback sets you up for disappointment. Life's unpredictable. People forget or they don't value your effort the way you hoped. Stoicism cuts that trap by rooting your joy in the act of giving itself. Think of kindness like planting a tree. You nurture it, hoping it'll grow, but storms or droughts might stunt it. If you plant it for shade or fruit alone, you'll feel cheated when nature does its thing. But if you plant it for the act, digging the soil, feeling the earth in your hands, you're already fulfilled. That's Stoic generosity. It's not about hardening your heart, it's about freeing it. You give because it reflects who you are, not because you're banking on a reward. Consider Jake, who always lent money to friends, secretly hoping they'd repay him with loyalty. When they didn't, he felt used, bitter. Then he embraced Epictetus's advice. Give without expecting. He helped a coworker with a project, not for praise, but because it felt right. When the coworker barely acknowledged it, Jake didn't flinch. His peace stayed intact because his kindness wasn't a transaction. That's the Stoic edge. Your happiness doesn't hinge on others' reactions. Practicing this is simpler than you think. Next time you do a favor, say, covering a shift or listening to a friend, let go of what might come back. Focus on the moment, the warmth of helping, the alignment with your values. It's like a weight lifting off your chest. You're not chasing validation. You're building a kind of generosity that's bulletproof. This mindset shields you from resentment and keeps your kindness pure, sustainable, and deeply satisfying. Let's keep rolling. Next, we'll tackle how to handle the endless requests life throws at you without losing your balance. Managing others' requests. Ever feel swamped by endless favors piling up on your plate? Stoicism offers a lifeline, teaching you to handle requests without drowning in them. Seneca, a Stoic heavyweight, warned against letting others' demands erode your well-being, urging balance over blind obligation. Life's like a busy marketplace. Everyone's shouting for your time, energy, or help. Without a filter, you're left frazzled, your own priorities buried under a heap of, sure, I'll do it. Stoicism flips that chaos into clarity by guiding you to weigh each request with intention. Here's how it works. Every yes you give costs something: time, energy, focus. Seneca's advice? Act with moderation, not martyrdom. Picture Lisa, a graphic designer swamped with co-workers' last-minute edits. She used to nod along, even when it meant late nights and missed workouts. Then she embraced Stoic wisdom, asking herself, can I handle this without burning out? She started setting limits, politely declining non-urgent tasks or suggesting alternatives. The result? Less stress, more respect, and time for her own projects. That's Stoicism in action. You're not saying no to be mean. You're saying yes to your own sanity. Start small. Next time someone asks for a favor, pause. Consider your capacity. Are you stretched thin already? If so, offer a kind but firm, I'd love to help, but I'm maxed out right now. It's like steering a ship through choppy waters. You adjust the sails to stay on course, not to please every gust of wind. This balance lets you help others meaningfully while keeping your own ship steady. Over time, you'll find people value your time more when you value it first. Now let's level up. How do you stand tall in your worth and stop others from taking advantage of your kindness? Asserting your self-worth. What if the key to respect starts with how you see yourself? Stoicism teaches you to assert your value not by shouting it but by living it. Marcus Aurelius said, "What you think of yourself is much more important than what others think of you." Too often we let kindness morph into a doormat, inviting others to walk all over us. Ever stayed late to fix someone else's mistake, only to feel invisible? Stoicism says enough. Your worth isn't tied to how much you give away. It's rooted in your character, your choices, your integrity. This starts with a hard truth. Always saying yes can make you seem weak. Seneca warned that overextending yourself opens the door to exploitation. People notice when you don't set limits, they lean harder, expecting more. But when you stand firm, something shifts. Take Mike, a freelancer who used to take every low-paying gig, afraid to lose clients. He felt drained, undervalued. Then he tried a Stoic approach. He started saying no to rates below his worth. At first, he worried he'd lose work, but the opposite happened. Clients respected his confidence, offering better projects. By valuing himself, he changed how others saw him. Asserting your worth means drawing a line in the sand. It's not about arrogance. It's about clarity. You're saying, "This is who I am, and I respect my time and energy." Try this. Next time someone pushes you to overcommit, respond with calm conviction like, "I can't take that on right now, but let's find another way." It's like planting a flag on your own ground. People notice, and respect follows. Stoicism also nudges you to reflect inward. Ask yourself, am I acting from strength or fear? If fear is driving you, it's time to pivot. Fear of rejection or conflict can trap you in people-pleasing, but Stoicism frees you by rooting your value in your own principles. This practice builds a cycle of self-respect. The more you honor your worth, the less you tolerate being undervalued. You stop chasing approval and start living as the person you admire. It's not just about saying no, it's about saying yes to a life where your energy fuels what matters most. Ready to see how Stoicism sharpens your emotional control? Let's dive into mastering your mind next. Overcoming the fear of rejection. What if saying no could set you free instead of tying you in knots? Stoicism teaches you to conquer the fear of rejection, turning it from a paralyzing shadow into a stepping stone. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." That fear of being judged or disliked? It's a chain we forge ourselves, often from childhood lessons that equate saying yes with being loved. Stoicism cuts through that, urging you to question those old scripts and embrace your freedom to choose. Here's the truth. Rejection doesn't define you. Your response does. Think of Emily, a young professional who dreaded turning down extra work, worried her boss would think less of her. She'd grind through overtime, exhausted, her personal life crumbling. Then she leaned into Stoic wisdom, realizing her worth wasn't tied to others' approval. She started declining non-essential tasks with a calm, "I'm stretched thin, but let's prioritize." At first, her stomach churned, but soon she noticed her boss respected her clarity. Emily wasn't just saying no, she was saying yes to her own value. Overcoming this fear starts with small acts of courage. Next time you're tempted to agree just to avoid conflict, pause. Ask yourself, am I acting out of fear or strength? If it's fear, practice a kind but firm refusal. It's like flexing a muscle. The more you do it, the stronger it gets. Stoicism also nudges you to balance assertiveness with empathy. You're not shutting people out. You're honoring your limits while staying open to genuine needs. This isn't about isolation. It's about building relationships grounded in mutual respect. Ready to feel that freedom? Let's see how tuning into your emotions can amplify this Stoic strength. Listening to your emotions. Ever wonder what your feelings are trying to tell you? Stoicism invites you to listen to your emotions not as masters, but as messengers guiding you toward inner peace. Epictetus taught that our reactions shape our reality, and paying attention to how you feel is like checking a compass. It shows where you're headed. When you help someone and feel drained or resentful, that's a signal your boundaries need adjusting. When kindness lifts your spirit, you're on the right track. This isn't about wallowing in emotions, but observing them with clarity. Take Jake, a teacher who loved supporting his students but felt irritated after staying late for extra tutoring. He ignored it at first, thinking irritation was unstoic. Then he embraced Stoic introspection, asking, "Why am I feeling this?" He realized he was overextending, neglecting his own rest. By scaling back to set tutoring hours, his irritation faded, and his teaching regained its spark. Jake learned that emotions aren't the enemy. They're data pointing you toward balance. Here's how to start. Next time you feel a strong emotion, anger, joy, exhaustion. Pause. Name it, like labeling a cloud in the sky. Then ask, what's this telling me about my choices? If you're drained, maybe you're giving too much. If you're energized, lean into that action. This Stoic practice of mindfulness builds resilience, turning emotional turbulence into a tool for growth. It's like sailing. You don't fight the wind, you adjust your sails. By listening, you protect your serenity and make choices that align with your values. Now, let's explore how discipline and presence can anchor this emotional clarity in your daily life. Practicing discipline and presence. What if you could face life's chaos with the calm of a Stoic warrior? Discipline and presence, core Stoic virtues, are your tools to stay grounded and live fully in the moment. Seneca said, "Seize the bike, day. Enjoy the harmony of the present." Life's a whirlwind. Distractions, regrets, and worries pull you from the now. Stoicism teaches you to anchor yourself with self-discipline and mindfulness, turning each moment into a chance to practice courage and focus. Discipline is your shield against temptation. Picture Anna, a writer who dreamed of finishing her novel but kept binge-watching shows instead. She felt stuck, her goals slipping away. Then she adopted Stoic discipline, setting a daily writing hour, no exceptions. When the urge to scroll hit, she reminded herself, "This is my path." Over weeks, her pages piled up and her confidence soared. Discipline isn't about perfection, it's about consistent, deliberate choices. Start small. Pick one goal, like a 10-minute workout, and stick to it daily. Each time you follow through, you're forging a stronger mind. Presence, meanwhile, is about savoring the now. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Do not let the panorama of your life oppress you." Ever miss a sunset because you were replaying a bad day? Stoicism pulls you back to the moment. Every breath, every conversation is a gift. Try this. During your next meal, focus on the flavors, the texture, nothing else. It's like hitting reset on your mind. Anna practiced this too, noticing how being present during her writing sessions sharpened her creativity. Over time, presence becomes a habit, making life richer, less cluttered by past or future. Stoicism also emphasizes community to reinforce these habits. Joining others who share your values, like a book club or a fitness group, amplifies your discipline. You learn, inspire, and grow together, just as Seneca advised, associating with those who lift you up. Why go it alone when a tribe can make the journey stronger? These practices, discipline, presence, connection, build a life where chaos doesn't rule. You become the calm in the storm, living each day with purpose. Next, we'll dive into how Stoicism supercharges your intellect, from curiosity to problem solving, to make you sharper than ever. Fostering curiosity and a growth mindset. What if your curiosity could unlock a world of wisdom in just one question? Stoicism champions curiosity and a growth mindset as the spark that fuels lifelong learning. Seneca urged us to see every challenge as a chance to grow, not a verdict on our worth. Picture your mind as a vast library. Curiosity is the key that opens new shelves, while a growth mindset ensures you keep adding books. This Stoic approach transforms how you see setbacks, turning them into stepping stones rather than roadblocks. Curiosity drives you to dig deeper. Take Mia, a college student. Bored in her history class until a lecture on ancient trade routes piqued her interest. Instead of coasting, she dove in, reading books, joining online forums, asking her professor tough questions. Her grades soared, but more importantly, she saw the world through a wider lens. Stoicism teaches you to approach life like Mia. Ask why and how relentlessly. Why does this process work? How can I understand this better? Each question stretches your intellect, connecting dots you didn't know existed. A growth mindset, meanwhile, is your mental armor. It's the belief that your skills aren't fixed, they expand with effort. When Mia failed a quiz, she didn't sulk. She saw it as feedback, doubling down on her study habits. Stoicism says failure isn't defeat, it's a lesson. Start small. Pick a topic that intrigues you, maybe coding or cooking, and commit to learning one new thing weekly. When you hit a snag, ask, "What can I learn here?" Over time, this mindset rewires you to embrace challenges, not dodge them. You're not just getting smarter, you're building resilience that lasts a lifetime. Curiosity and growth go hand in hand, like a fire feeding itself. Keep asking, keep failing, keep growing. Next, let's sharpen your ability to think critically and solve problems like a Stoic. Critical thinking and problem solving. Ever wish you could cut through life's noise to find clear answers? Stoicism hones your critical thinking and problem solving skills, turning you into a mental detective. Epictetus taught that it's not events that trouble us, but how we interpret them. Critical thinking is your lens, questioning assumptions, weighing evidence, and making decisions that hold up under scrutiny. In a world flooded with information, this Stoic skill is your compass for navigating complexity. Picture Alex, a project manager facing conflicting data on a work assignment. Instead of picking the easiest source, he channeled Stoic discipline. He checked each source's credibility, cross-referenced facts, and spotted logical flaws. His final report wasn't just accurate, it earned him a promotion. That's critical thinking, doubting what seems obvious to find what's true. You can do this too. Next time you read a news article, pause. Who wrote it? What's their angle? Does the evidence stack up? These questions sharpen your mind, filtering out noise and bias. Problem solving, on the other hand, is where Stoic creativity shines. When Alex's team hit a deadline crunch, he didn't panic. He gathered everyone, brainstormed fresh approaches, and delegated tasks strategically. Stoicism encourages this. See obstacles as puzzles, not walls. Try it. When a problem hits, list 3 possible solutions, no matter how wild. Test them, learn, adapt. This process builds confidence and resourcefulness. Why let challenges derail you when you can outsmart them? Stoicism's blend of logic and persistence ensures you don't just solve problems, you grow through them. Critical thinking and problem solving are your Stoic superpowers. Now let's explore how connecting with diverse perspectives can take your intellect even further. Connecting with diverse perspectives. What if the ideas you need are hiding in someone else's story? Stoicism urges you to seek diverse perspectives, broadening your mind through the wisdom of others. Marcus Aurelius said, "Mankind are made for each other, either to teach or bear with them. Life's like a mosaic. Every person you meet adds a unique tile to your understanding." Embracing different viewpoints isn't just enriching, it's a Stoic practice that sharpens your empathy and intellect. Consider Priya, a software developer, working on a team with varied backgrounds. At first, she stuck to her own methods, dismissing others' ideas. Then, she adopted a Stoic approach, actively listening to her colleagues' suggestions during meetings. One teammate's unconventional coding trick sparked a breakthrough in her project. By valuing diverse input, Priya didn't just solve a problem, she grew as a thinker. Stoicism teaches you to approach others with humility, knowing everyone carries a piece of the puzzle. This starts with curiosity and openness. Next time you're in a group discussion, don't just wait for your turn to speak. Listen deeply. Ask questions like, "What shaped your view?" Or, "Can you explain that angle?" It's like opening a window to a new world. You can also seek out books, podcasts, or conversations from cultures or experiences unlike your own. Each perspective challenges your assumptions, making you more adaptable and insightful. Ever notice how the best ideas come from unexpected places? That's the Stoic magic of diversity. This practice builds more than intellect, it fosters connection. By engaging with others' stories, you create bridges, not walls in a divided world. You're not just learning, you're growing into a person who can navigate complexity with grace. As we move forward, let's see how Stoicism helps you break free from mediocrity and live a life of true purpose. What if today's the day you start living with unshakable calm and purpose? We've journeyed through Stoicism's timeless wisdom, from setting boundaries to sharpening your mind, and now it's time to tie it all together. Stoicism isn't just a philosophy, It's a lifeline, a way to navigate life's storms with clarity and strength. Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca showed us how to master our reactions, embrace challenges, and live true to our values. Their teachings, forged in ancient trials, feel like they were written for us right here, right now, in a world buzzing with chaos. Think about the tools you've picked up. Saying no to protect your peace, giving without strings, tackling problems with a clear head. These aren't abstract ideas. They're daily practices that stack up, like bricks in a fortress, building a life of resilience and meaning. Picture Sarah, who once felt crushed by others' demands but now thrives by balancing kindness with self-care. Or Alex, who's stoic. Problem-solving turned workplace stress into a promotion. These aren't fairy tales, they're proof that small, consistent steps can transform how you live. Ever wonder what your life could look like if you started applying just one of these strategies today? Stoicism's gift is simplicity. Start with a single habit. Write down one thing you controlled well today, like staying calm in a tough talk. Or take 5 minutes to breathe and focus on the present, letting worries slip away. These moments compound, reshaping your mindset and relationships. You're not chasing perfection. You're crafting a life where peace isn't a fluke, but a foundation. Why settle for surviving when you can thrive grounded in wisdom that stood the test of time? Your journey doesn't end here. It's just beginning. Revisit these ideas whenever life feels heavy. Reflect on your choices, practice mindfulness, and respond to challenges with the calm of a stoic warrior. Every step forward is a victory, a nod to the strength within you. Due to time constraints, we will stop here. I hope this video is useful to you. If it can help you even a little, I will feel very satisfied. Save the video to your playlist if you want to listen to it again, at any time. Please like and share it with many people because sometimes a timely message can change a life. And don't forget to subscribe to the Daily Stoic Habits channel. Click the notification bell so you don't miss the next valuable videos. Goodbye and see you again.